Yes, sir, fellas. We are back with another one. First game of the season was a banger. Now we're going into the second game of the night. Opening night has been a movie thus far, and I can't wait. Can't wait to see what we have in store next. We got Chicago State up against Houston in this one. And let me get a sound check. Let me get a sound check in the chat, guys. Sound check in the chat. Let me know if I'm good. I see the guys are tuned in. That's what I like to see. Everything should be everything. I'm pretty sure Houston is on autopilot. Chicago State, 80 overall, 82 offense, 80 defense, but Houston is not far behind. 76 overall, 75 offense, 77 defense. And boy, oh boy, I know that these teams cannot wait to get this thing going. So I'm not going to hold you guys up for too long. Just going to make sure that the uniforms are proper. Don't want guys looking dripless out there. But without further ado, man, we're going to get into this game. Chicago State versus Houston. Battle of the young QBs, man. You got Duke Davis, the sophomore, up against Ace Andre Roche. And we know that these dudes got bad blood. Both of these guys were the top two quarterbacks in the Moolahverse last season. Of course, that was during the mod era. A lot more competition for these guys now. However, man, this conference is going to be crazy. So you got the all whites for Houston looking icy out here up against the classic maroon.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And part of me did not mean to have the commentary on. We're going to cut those guys out. Let me cut those guys out, guys. And then we're going to get right back to it. Pardon the delay. Options. Let's go settings. And cut these guys off real quick in game commentary. As you know, I'm gonna hold it down for the night. All right, let me see who the guys in the chat. Let me get a hashtag CS2 in the chat. Let me get a hashtag CS2 in the chat and see who's rocking with me. Let me just see y'all spam them CS2s, man. We are here. And things are underway. Duke Davis starting the game off with a shotgun look. This team says they want to get it to going in the air, but they also are going to be looking to work that guy right there, Devontae Moore, a.k.a. Demo, running back of the year last year, as well as the Malcolm winner. And Duke Davis wasn't too far behind his teammate. Duke smartly going to throw that one away. He was in a bit of trouble. Shout out to my guy Keyshawn Covington, Duke Davis, DCP, Anthony Mullis, Chris Matthews in the building, and there goes Duke Davis delivering a dime to Hassan Aziz over the middle. You know that Duke and Hassan both transferred from Alabama, and these two can't wait to get going. Look, right back to Hassan Aziz. These guys are best friends off the field, and boy, coach says that their chemistry is unmatched. Can't wait to see how that chemistry fares in this game. They're going to give it to Demo. Demo almost had a full head of steam, but he's going to be tackled for a short gain of 2. Big third down here on 3rd and 4. Can Duke Davis get it done? Let's see. Duke Davis over the middle. First down grab, and it is Keyshawn Covington, the USC transfer sophomore, getting it done. And this kid, Keyshawn Covington, can be a nightmare if you let him get it going. And give it to Demo once again for a 2nd and 5. From the 48, just to pass midfield. Chicago State is moving a rock. Demo, nice cut, breaks off a tackle. Demo, another cut before he's finally taken down. And gotta watch Devontae Moore. This kid is no joke. They're gonna hand it off. Demo once again, and he's going to be tackled by Elijah Andre Roche. Yes, sir. These guys played for their dad last year. Their dad, coach of Ole Miss still, while these guys are here in the Moolahverse, transferred over. And that was the backup running back, getting a first down, razzle-dazzle right there. And this Chicago State team has depth. That is something that you're going to have to worry about when you play this team, the depth. And look at Devontae Moore once again with a beautiful, beautiful first down run. This kid is electric. If you don't stop him, you're in for a very long day. Demo up the middle once again, making it hard. And Demo tackled at the 3. 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line. And this is an ideal position for these guys. Duke Davis going to keep it. And he's going to be tackled for loss means the rushing end on that one. And that play was just disastrous. No, Duke Davis didn't intend to do that. 3rd and 10. He's going to give it to Aziz over the middle. And they bent, but they definitely didn't break. So Chicago State was able to move the ball down the field pretty effectively. However, the Toros held strong. I said the Toros, pardon me. The Houston Herd held strong and kept Chicago State Wolves to just a 3-point score on that one. The kicker knocks down that chip shot, and that's going to give Chicago State first blood with a 3-0 lead. Can Houston answer back? Let's see. That was a pretty good drive by Chicago State. They really worked the ball down the field really well. I like the play calling. Just poor execution in the red zone. Maybe not my favorite play calls, but they were able to get 3. You can't complain about that one. DCP. DeAndre Carter Park, wide receiver, transferred in from UNC, making his way out on the field, and there goes that QB, the young guy. Ace Andre Roche, Ole Miss transfer. This kid was killing it at Ole Miss, and now he's trying to take his talents over to Houston. They're going to start off with a run, and that was Dre Willis, the UNC transfer. Stopped for no gain. They're going to give it to Dre for a 2nd time. Dre's going to truck through. And Dre's going to pick up 7 yards on that one. 3rd and 4. That's what you like to see. Dre's such a tough, versatile runner. And that's what I like to see from him. Shotgun look. Ace going to throw it for the first time on 3rd and 4. Quick throw. And guess who? DeAnthony Flowers, the freshman wide receiver. He was asking for some targets, and he got going early. He gets the first reception. Misdirection to Dre Willis. I love the play call. They faked DCP on the end around and gave it to Dre, and boy, Chicago State was not ready for that type of trickery. Houston is moving the rock. Ace, Andre Roche, what do you got? They want to motion again with DCP. Ace looking to his left, and he finds his guy, Nino Cavachi. Cavachi is such a threat at that tight end spot. Gotta watch him. They got him on the outside. Gotta watch out for Nino. They're gonna hand it off. Dre Willis up the middle. First down. Dre Willis. Dre is a problem. This is what we seen him do last year. You know you cannot sleep on Dre. Check out JJ Bailey in the bottom of the slot, and he's gonna go to Bailey. Bailey over the middle. Bailey trying to stretch for the first down. And he's just going to be inches shy. And this is the thing about this Houston Herd. They have a lot of weapons, man, in that receiving game. Ace Andre Roche has a ton of weapons to his disposal. Nino Cavachi, J.J. Middleton. And he's going to run that in on the option touchdown. Wow. And I'm talking about the weapons he has in a passing game. And Ace takes the read option in for the touchdown. First touchdown of the game. Ace Andre Roche. What a play call right there from the offensive coordinator, because that is the last thing you would have expected to be called. But what a nice block from Nino Cavachi. Did you see that pickup block to free him up? What a drive right there from Houston. Shout out to H-Town on that one. And the Chicago crowd want to get back into it. 8 plays, 82 yards, 4 minutes and 2 seconds was how long it took for Houston Herd to come away with the score there. And now Chicago State trying to put something together. That was a great drive by H-Town, man. Classic drive. I'm super happy to have you guys here with me while I call this game. Duke gives it to Demo, and Demo already 8 carries for 53 yards. 53 yards in the first quarter, guys. That shows you what type of back this kid is, and that's going to take us to the second quarter. MSFL community, Moolah versus community. Drop those twos in the chat. Twos in the chat if you're rocking with me. 36 rushing yards for Dre Willis, 53 for Devontae Moore. And we got two really good backs here in this game, man. You are not going to want to miss this. These two backs are definitely coming to play here early. They're going to hand it off to Demo. Demo trying to get to the outside, but Elijah Andre Roche in on the stop. And actually, that wasn't Elijah Andre Roche. I believe that was Means. Might have been Means on that one. They're going to hand it off to Demo up the middle. Demo is going to get the first down, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Devontae Moore. This kid is no joke. Going to hand it off. Demo breaks a tackle, but he's going to be wrapped up for a short gain of 1. They hand it off to Demo to the outside to the right, and Bud Simmons is there. And so Houston looking really good right now defensively, offensively. Okay, Houston looking like they're starting off with the early advantage, and that is Josuke Cujo on the short catch, but nothing doing there. Okay, Houston. Houston's defense is holding on strong right now. Chicago State starting off a bit slow after that first drive. That second drive, a bit shaky. They didn't have the execution that they quite would have liked. Ooh, nice play right there to get J.J. Middleton involved, and Middleton is going to take that one for 8. I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. Houston is doing a good job of getting everybody involved and mixing up the play calls. They go with a reverse to DeAndre Carter Park. However, Chicago State sniffed that one out from the very get-go. 3rd and 7, Ace Andre Roche. What do you got? Let's see. Shotgun look. Ace surveying the floor, and that one is incomplete, trying to hit DCP on that slant. And boy, oh boy, these defenses are playing great football right now. 7-3, another punt. And Chicago State's going to have another opportunity. Shout out to my guy Elijah Green checking in. Elijah Green, a wide receiver here for Chicago State. Let's see if he can get himself in the books. Let's see, they're going to hand it off to the backup running back. The backup running back of Boogie as well. That is his second really good game. He has 19, about 19 yards on 2 carries. Nice play right there. Read option. And Duke Davis going to pick up the first down. If you like it, I love it. Davis in the gun. Got both running backs in the backfield. They're going to give it to the backup, and the backup is going to pick up 2. So they're trying to mix it up in the backfield, keep these guys guessing. And I like the sets right now. I like these little 2-back sets. Okay, they're going to give it to Demo on the outside, trying to stiff arm these guys. But once again, it looks like that was Bud Simmons. And on that one, either Bud Simmons or Elijah. And they're going to go with a play action, and first down, Elijah Green on the reception. That was a beautiful catch right there. And Elijah Green just caught that dot from Duke Davis. And a nice run right here from the backup. Going to pick up 3, shaking off a couple of tacklers, and he's getting himself some carries. I like that. Empty set. Davis going to get it to the outside. Keyshawn Covington inches shy of the first down marker. Is that Keyshawn or was that Aziz? I believe that was Keyshawn. They're going to hand it off to Demo to the outside. I don't like that play call. Why not go to the inside on that one? Trying to get Demo to the outside, no good. And now they're going to go for a long field goal once again. Can he knock down the second? And yes, 6-7. This kicker looks like he's money. Kicker looks like he's money. So far, 6-7 in favor of Houston. We've seen some flashes from Chicago State, but they have definitely not have opened up the game, I think, the way that they wanted to. Duke Davis a bit frustrated right now. Duke Davis a bit frustrated. Looks like they're trying to work the run game into the passing game. And some things just a bit off right now. with the offense of Chicago State. They're going to hand it off to Dre Willis, trying to keep that run game going for the Toros, but he is stopped in his tracks in a hurry. They got Nino Cavacci playing fullback right now, and they're going right back to Dre. The defense all over it. Timeouts being called now, because we have 2:15 left in this second quarter, man. 2:15 left in the first half. Ace Andre Roche, what do you got? Shotgun. He has some time. He's going to the left. Throws a floater dime. And guess who? J.J. Middleton. J.J. Middleton, such a versatile asset on this team. They got him at the fullback spot in this hurry-up situation. He's played fullback, tight end, some wide receiver. And you got to love the effort by J.J. Middleton, man. This guy's playing multiple positions. I love what the coaching staff is doing here in Houston. Ace with time. Ace has all day. Delivers a dot. But oh no, DCP could not hold on to that. Max Kaiser breaking that one free. DCP took a big hit on that one. Got to bring that in. That would have been a huge play. And Ace gonna fumble. Body bags in the chat. However, he's gonna get it back. AJ Mullis with the strip sack. Drop those body bags in the chat. That boy AJ came in with ruthless abandon. Check out AJ Mullis, the freshman linebacker. Whoa. Ace Andre Roche had no shot. 3rd and 21 now. Looks like Chicago State may get a stop here. Just has to play some sound defense on this 3rd and long. They're going to go with a couple misdirections, and they're going to run it. I like that play call. You want to work the clock, force them to call a timeout. You don't want to take an aggressive play with 3rd and long there and 1:16. You make a mistake, and Chicago can easily be in the lead. Force them to use a timeout, work that clock. They got a great punt right now. And yeah, that worked out perfectly. That's why you go with those runs and those little screens on those 3rd and longs, because you do not want to make a detrimental mistake. And they're going to give it to Demo. Oh my God. Tripped up on my words, because if he would have got to the outside, that would have been off to the races. Shout out to Tavio Simpson with a touchdown saving tackle from that safety spot. He is a user. And Duke Davis with a nice stop over the middle. Finds the slot receiver Josuke Cujo for the first down. Josuke getting involved. That's his second reception of the game. Davis with all day delivers a strike over the middle. And actually that may not be Josuke. I believe that might be a generic receiver. Is Josuke number 17? Did they switch his number to 17? I gotta see, but they go to the outside. Demo's gonna drop that good hit by Elijah Andre Roche. Duke Davis delivering that strike right there. 3rd and 5. Davis with time again, and Aziz not going to bring that one in. He was hit by those safeties, and Duke was putting it there. That was just some tough luck right there. He couldn't get a hand on that one. And once again, credit the Herd for that defense, man. The Herd really playing tough. I'm liking what I'm seeing defensively. A really good defensive battle from these teams, 7-6. And it's a very close game, man. That's what you expected to see. 2 really good running backs straight. Stiff arming that freshman linebacker right into the dirt after a gain of 7. Most likely going to be the final play of this second quarter if they even get it off, and they won't. Halves in the chat. Let's get those halves going. Halftime only 7-6, guys. Only 7-6 in this conference action. 107 passing yards for Chicago State, 74 for Houston, 35 rushing yards for Houston, 87 for Chicago State. But it's definitely still a very even game. Chicago State is winning in the time of possession department. However, they are slightly behind by 1. And check out this dime right here from Ace to J.J. Bailey on the sideline. And then check out this pass from Duke Davis all day down there, and delivers a beautiful stripe right there to number 17. I believe that's a generic receiver. Kicker on the way. Drop those threes in the chat, guys. Threes in the chat as the third quarter is underway. Nice move right there from from Cinco. Thought that was Flowers for a second. It's actually Cinco Andre Roche. They're going to hand it off to Dre Willis. Dre with some room. Breaks a tackle. Dre. Huge run right there. And Dre Willis is a really good back. You cannot at all sleep on Dre Willis. Shotgun set. They're going to play action. Nice pass to the outside. Nino Cavachi, a yard shy of the first down. 2nd and 1. The Aces look really good. Gotta like the effort. Ace going to the outside again. Finding Nino. There you go, Nino. Nino getting involved. Ace putting them on the money right now. Just past the 50-yard line at the 48. They're going to give it to Dre Willis. And Dre Willis, 2nd and 9. Only a gain of 1 by Dre. Dre's had some pretty good runs, just not that time. They want DCP in motion. They're going to fake the end around, and they're going to fake the run, but that was a jailbreak on that one, man. Perfect timing to call a blitz, man, because they went with a double play action, and that play took way too long to develop, and Patrick Vince, the slot corner, number 24, with his first sack of the night, and that's what you like to see from my guy Party Time PV. Put those body bags in the chat as well as the party emoji for my guy Party Time PV. Ace Andre Roche all day going to his left, has a guy, and it is his brother Cinco. Wow, touchdown. Ty K. Wells was doing good, man. These guys were doing good on the outside. I haven't seen him and Roden give up anything, but with Ace having some time back there, Cinco just completely worked Ty K. Wells on that play. Just had him by his step, and it was nothing he could do. Blue, the freshman's safety, was late, and Wells just getting burnt on that one. And Wells held up, man. He didn't get burnt all first half. He had Cinco on lock the whole first half. So Cinco finally gets off and gets him a win. But shout out to Andre Roche, Ace Andre Roche, for still looking his brother's way and not completely looking him off due to Ty K. Wells locking him down in the first half. Chicago has to answer back now. Let's see what we got. Duke Davis, quick throw to the outside. Ooh, if Josh Gay could have broke that tackle, might have been off to the races. But a great tackle by the safety right there. 2nd and 9. Another shotgun look. They're going to the outside. Picked off. And that is Kamari Hill. Pick 6, touchdown. Yes, sir. Duke Davis just threw that one too fast. It was a design quick throw, and he looked the receiver down, and guess who? Yes, sir. That man, Kamari Hill, sniffed it out all the way. That kid is super tough. Since his days at Texas, that's exactly what that kid does. And Duke just staring down that receiver for too long. And Kamari Hill making him pay. Yes, sir. Kamari Hill. Kamari Hill turning up in the Houston Herd. Up big in this one, 21-6. 21-6 in favor of the Herd. Chicago State has some ground to cover here at home. It has been a nightmare early on, but let's see if Chicago State can turn this thing around. Duke Davis, the sophomore quarterback, already threw an interception. Let's see if he can right his wrongs. They're going to give it to Demo. Devontae Moore trying to read his blocks. The blocks got second level, but couldn't hold for too long. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. They're going right back to Demo. Demo's going to break a tackle, trying to spin off of another. He's going to pick up 3. Actually, you're going to say he has 4. 3rd and 4. Very manageable. Duke. These are the moments that you have to take advantage. Quick throw over the middle. Josuke Cujo. First down, Chicago State. And that's what you like to see. Duke make a quick decision after reading, the defense. Let's see how he fares. Another quick throw, quick slant on that one. And that's going to be the Elijah Green for a 6-yard gain. They're going with a lot of those quick passes. Got to be careful with this secondary and this defense with those type of passes. Duke Davis finds Aziz open, and Duke says, okay, Might have threw a pick, but I'm going to pick up right where I left off, and we're going to get crazy. Duke looking really good on this drive. Believe he's 3 for 3 right now. Can he keep it going? His team's already past midfield. Can he right his wrongs on the very next drive? He's going to send a guy in motion. It is Keyshawn Covington. Keyshawn Covington in space. Going to make it an 8-yard gain. Gotta love it. 156 passing yards for Duke. No touchdowns yet. Does have an interception. Let's see if he can keep it going. Duke Davis, quick throw to the outside. Josuke Cujo, the user receiver, out of bounds. And these user guys looking good. Duke Davis, the user quarterback, looking really good. Josuke Cujo looking good. Elijah Green, Demo, Aziz. They got weapons. Just have to make the plays at the right time. And there it goes. Touchdown. Chicago State Wolves. Keyshawn Covington. Yes, sir. Duke Davis was electric on that drive. He almost looked peed off by throwing that interception, and he just came out striking on this drive. Keyshawn Covington, a sophomore transfer from USC, with a beautiful catch right there. And the defense was with him stride for stride. That's just an outstanding throw and a great catch by Keyshawn Covington. 17 viewers live. Hit that like button if you haven't already. This is the Moolahverse Simulation Football League, the only place where you can see the game, be the game as the game plays you. This is a full custom team dynasty. We've taken over the MAC conference, made it the Moolahverse Athletic Conference, and we brought our own schools, 6 all new schools that you can come and build a legacy with. Will you leave your mark with one of our schools? Let's see. Dre going to the outside, and he's going to pick up 3 on that one. So Houston now trying to answer after a nice drive from Chicago State. Can they get it done? Gonna send guys in motion. Dre up the middle. Dre with a nice cut. First down, tackled at the 40. Dre Willis looking really good in this one. Shotgun look. It is ace Andre Roche. Gonna hand it off to Dre Willis. Why not? Dre's having himself a game. Dre, second level, third level. Finally gonna be tackled at the 40. And boy, oh boy, Dre Willis is looking really good. This kid looked good at UNC, but right now he is in his bag. No way, Boogie, and they're going to tackle him for a loss. Great blitz right there by the linebacker, sniffing that one out. 2nd and 13. DCP in motion. They're going to fake that play action twice again and get it to the outside of DCP, but that throw is going to force him out of bounds. If Ace would have just floated it a bit, would have gave DCP time to get his foot in. However, couldn't get his foot in. Over the middle, almost an interception. And Houston's going to have to punt this one away. That stadium post is slowly but surely climbing for Chicago State. And it's technically a 1-possession game right now. Monster punt. Oh, it's actually going to go in the back of the end zone. Almost nailed him at the 1. But Chicago State's going to start this drive off at the 20. Shout out to my guy, Ty K. Wells, in the building. They're going to hand it off to Demo. Up the middle, Demo's going to get tackled. 2nd and 9. McCain. Oh, pardon me. Duke Davis, what do you got? Play action at the wrong time. He's going to fumble, but he gets it back. Oh, my God. That blitz came in. Culliver. I think Culliver's going to get credit for the strip sack, but that could have been a nightmare for Chicago State. Kareem Culliver, the free safety. He's a junior for the Toros and came in unhinged. And he just completely stripped Duke. He didn't even tackle him. He just went straight for the ball from behind. And now an empty set on 3rd and 18. Duke Davis, what do you got? Oh, that lineman just got put down, but a big time first down. Duke Davis stays solid in the pocket, and guess who? His best friend, his right hand man, Hassan Aziz, for the first down, and they're gonna hurry it up. Wow, that was a huge 3rd down conversion. It was a defender right in Duke's face, and Duke still delivered a freaking strike. Whoa, gonna hand it off up the middle. Oh, that's Keyshawn Covington with a carry right there, and he's gonna pick up 5. So Keyshawn Covington now running the ball. See the wide receiver competition right there. Both user wide receivers playing really good. Keyshawn Covington and Cinco. The two guys that you definitely want to have circled on your scouting board if you were the DB coaches. But both of these guys have gotten in the end zone already and having pretty decent games. Nice outside run by the backup. Nothing doing. And it looks like they're running the ball to the outside a lot, but not very successful right now with it. Chicago State with it sends a blitz, and then one thing I'll say is Duke Davis is picking apart these blitz looks. Every time they send a blitz look, he's making a proper read. And that quick throw to the outside once again to Cujo. Josuke Cujo is really playing well. His fourth quarter is here, and he's built himself into a nice. He's made a nice game for himself. They're gonna get that one to the outside of Z's. Over the middle, and guess who? This drive has been Cujo all drive long, and Duke Davis looks like he's in his bag again. It looks like another one of those drives where Duke Davis will not be denied. 1st and 10. Oh, they faked the RPO and went right back to Josuke Cujo. Wow. Josuke Cujo has owned this drive. He may have 4 carries on this drive alone. Got a guy in motion. Keyshawn Covington to the outside. Keyshawn Covington off to the races. And he's going to be tackled at the 5. Chicago State moving it now. Desperately clawing their way back into this pistol set. Aziz at the fullback spot. Demo up the middle. Bounces to the outside, and credit Elijah Andre Roche in the Houston Herd. They're making Demo force it out. I just peeped. There was no hole on the interior. Shout out the defensive linemen and those linebackers making it very tough. They go with Demo up the middle again, and he's going to get something, but not enough. 3rd and goal from the 2. Red zone opportunity right now, and Chicago State has to capitalize. They haven't capitalized earlier, and it hurt them, and they're not going to are they? No! They stand strong again. Houston Herd's defense playing phenomenal. And on a 4th and goal from the 1, boy, this is risky. Demo to the outside, touchdown. There it goes. Finally gets it in, and it took them the very last breath on that drive to get it in. And Demo flexing. You see his team elated by the effort. And what a drive right there for Chicago State to potentially tie this thing up. They have to go for 2 to tie it up, or they can just go for the extra point and make it a 1-point game. Let's see what they elect to do. They're going to go for 2. They said, no, we want to tie this thing up right now. 6:06 left in the game. Big time 2-point conversion on the way. Duke Davis in trouble. Looking to the outside. Just going to dump it off to Demo. Demo desperately trying to get in, and Demo is shy. They will be denied. Houston Herd's defense stands tall on the 2-point conversion. Pardon me. Well, nothing doing there, Houston. 6 minutes left in the game. Let's see what these guys got. 21-19. They're going to hand it off to Dre Willis up the middle. Dre is going to pick up 4. And that's also going to give Dre 100 yards on the night. 15 carries, 100 yards. It's been a very good game for Dre Willis. He is the reason why this team is in the lead. One of the reasons why this team is in the lead. Andre Roche is another big reason. So is Nino Cavachi. 1st down, Houston. Houston Herd is playing tremendous right now. Ace Andre Roche doing his thing, finding his receivers, getting multiple receivers involved. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. An end around again. DCP. Nothing doing. They keep trying to give him that little end around, but it is not working. Chicago State is watching it. Whenever you see a guy like DCP in the slot, you gotta pay close attention. Almost going the other way, but AJ Mullis couldn't bring in the interception. Wow, just dropped that one. But boy, oh boy, that was dangerous. He was trying to go to DCP. Had DCP, just need to put a little more air on it. Dre Willis on the screen, and he's going to be 5 yards shy. Long field goal on the way from Houston. Can he make it 24-19? Let's see. Field goal is up, and it is no good. The long field goal, no good, and that's dangerous because now Chicago State has the ball at the 40. Great field position to start this drive. And Houston may be in trouble. Their defense is going to need another stop. Shotgun set. Duke Davis. Duke going to the outside, and ooh, he had his guy Cujo. Cujo has been very active in this fourth quarter. That time dropping it. 3rd and 13. Davis, big time third down. Has all day back there. Delivers a strike. You can't miss that one. Keyshawn Covington, first down out of bounds. And Duke had a year back there. He had a year back there. 39-yard line now, past midfield. Davis all day once again. But that one is going to be knocked free by the DB. Loving the effort right there from the corner on that one. Says no. 2:59 left. Chicago needs this drive. Got a guy in motion. Davis surveying the floor. Has time. He has to get it to the outside. Dumping that down to Demo, who's going to lose 2. 3rd and 12. 2:25 left. And boy, Duke Davis, you don't have much time left to work with. Your team is down 2 points. Don't need a home run, but you need something in. Aziz can't catch that. Another long field goal, this time by Chicago State kicker. He hasn't missed yet, but I'm not sure if he has the leg for this one. It is up, and it is good. 3 for 3, and that's going to give him a 1-point lead. Wow. What a kick beyond 50 yards. This kid is 3 for 3. That's what we like to see. Wow. Chicago State, 1-point lead now. What a battle here at home. Chicago State has worked their way back. They were losing. They worked their way back. Now you got Houston now. Houston, 2:10 left. Does Ace have the clutch gene? Ace over the middle, gets it to Nino Cavacci. And Cavacci's going to pick up 4 before the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the game. And they have to go about the length of the field. Third and 7. Ace going to the outside. Finds Cinco. Cinco spins off a tackler. First down as he gets out of bounds. What an effort from Cinco Andre Roche. Over the middle, Nino Cavacci off the dart from Ace Andre Roche. And Ace has these guys moving. These guys are in the hurry up now. Ace saying, let's go, let's go. 2nd and 4. 126. Nino Cavacci getting to the outside, and Nino going to pick up a first down. They're going to use a timeout. They're at the 45-yard line, not quite past midfield, but they're going to stop the time. They have 2 timeouts. They're down 1. Quick pass, broken up. D'Anthony Flowers could not bring that one in. Credit to Party Time PV for knocking that one loose. PV playing really good right now. Ace Andre Roche to the outside. Nino Cavacci trying to work the sideline, and that's field goal range. That looks like field goal range to me. Nino Cavacci coming up huge on this drive. Shout out to Ace. Ace really reading through his progressions and making plays. Time is not on Chicago State's side. It is looking pretty bad at this point. Ace, ooh, what a breakup by PV. Almost a completion. PV putting everything on the line to go and bat that ball down. Love the effort from Party Time PV. He has came up big in this one. Ace over the middle. Flowers breaks a tackle. Flowers tackled by Max. And they're in field goal range already. They're going to call a timeout. 3rd and 5 now. If they get a first down, this may be GG's because I think they may just run it out to the last minute. Double play action. Body bag. Cron the freshman in on the sack. And they also had somebody else get in. That was not ideal. That's not what you wanted. You got to throw that one away. You can't take a sack in that position. You cannot take a sack in that position. That was the worst time, and now they're hoping on a prayer at the last minute. They worked the clock all the way down. I don't blame them. Burnt the clock all the way down, but look how long this field goal is. It is up, and it is... No! It is good! Oh, my God! That kick is good! And the Toros knock it down to give them a 2-point lead in a game of what might be inches away from slipping away from Chicago State. And a lot of these guys saying they finally getting some redemption on some of these guys. I mean, it's looking like this is the last chance for Duke Davis and company. Empty sets. I know they're just going to try to let it go from here. Secondary has to come up huge. Duke over the middle. Gets it to Keyshawn, and they're going to use one timeout. Here we go. They're throwing it to the outside, and that one's going to be batted down. 1 second left. Final play. If they don't throw a Hail Mary to the end zone and score, this game is over. Davis, quick throw. They get it to Aziz. Aziz on the outside, but that play came one play too late, and the Houston Herd is going to be 1-0 on the season. A very close fought game, but Houston controlled most of this game, and they made sure to finish through. Ace Andre Roche is going to be the player of the game. 231 yards, 72 completion percentage, 2 passing touchdowns on the game. And shout out to my guy Ace Andre Roche, and shout out to Kamari Hill. That was a huge play. That play really changed the game. So shout out to Kamari Hill for getting it done. Cinco Andre Roche also had a big touchdown later in the game. But all in all, another great game in the books. 1-0 for Houston, 0-1 for Chicago State. And this game is a game of inches. You've seen, guys, this game came down to the wire. But H-Town is going to slip away with a victory. Ace Andre Roche, 18 completions, 25 attempts, 72%, 231, 1 touchdown. Very good game for Ace Andre Roche. He also ran a touchdown in, so 2 all-purpose for him. Dre Willis, 15 carries, 100 yards, 6.6 yards per carry, and Dre Willis had himself a night. You gotta love it. 1 rushing touchdown in favor of Ace Andre Roche. I liked what I saw. Receiving game, Nino Cavacci leading all receivers on his team. 8 receptions, 110 yards for the tight end. Cinco Andre Roche, 2 receptions, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Came in at the right time and got it done. You gotta give credit, though, to Ty K. Wells and Roden. They locked down these receivers. Roden held DeAndre Carter Park to 1 reception, -3 yards. Roden locked down DeAndre Carter Park in this game. And Ty K. Wells almost locked down Cinco Andre Roche. Ty K. Wells gave up 1 big-time play that hurt him. Had he not given up that 1 play, we would be saying that Roden and Wells locked down these receivers. But shout out to Cinco for making it happen and getting it done. Shout out to J.J. Middleton. He played in a lot of different slots very well. He played some fullback, played some tight end, played some slot receiver. And I like what I saw. DeAnthony Flowers also with a pretty decent game. Only 2 receptions, 11 yards for the freshman. He also dropped the first down that he could have had. But overall, a good game for Houston. And just a really good team effort. Ace didn't even get sacked. You gotta love that. Total tackles, Bud Simmons with 14 tackles. Tavio Simpson with 13 tackles. Creed Flowers, a.k.a. I believe Creed Flowers is my guy. Creed Flowers is my guy, Luzone. He had 10 tackles, no tackles for loss. Ace Andre Roche, 9 tackles. Elijah, the linebacker, 9 tackles, 1 tackles for loss. Means the outside, the defensive end, 9 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And Kamari Hill, 8 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a pick 6, which, you know, was a big momentum shifter in the game. And this is what I like, man. This is what I like to see, man. It was a great game, a great effort from Houston, and this conference is going to be competitive as I don't know what. Shout out to my guy Los, man, aka Flowers. Switched from the running back position to safety. And he looked good. He looked good in this game. He looked good. Creed Flowers looked pretty good, man. They did a good job of the over-the-top game wasn't too crazy for Chicago State, and I think that was huge. Yes, Keyshawn Covington was able to do some things, but not too much, and I think you got to credit those safeties and the secondary of Houston for that one. So we're going to go to Chicago State now, and we're going to look at the stats for the losing team. Duke Davis, heartbroken in a great effort, lost 77% completion percentage, 28 of 36, 318, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and just a heartbreaking loss for the sophomore. Made one poor read that cost them. Kamari Hill with that pick 6 just made it very tough. Devontae Moore, 22 attempts, 76 yards and a touchdown, so a decent game for Demo. Did break a lot of tackles, but I think maybe a bit frustrating night for him. Some of those runs to the outside didn't have the help he needed. But overall, still a pretty good game, man. The team did get over 100 yards rushing, so you can't be mad at the effort. Just Demo would definitely like to turn that around a bit. Hassan Aziz, 7 receptions, 98 yards, no touchdowns, and he had 2 drops. Keyshawn Covington, 7 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown, no drops for Keyshawn. And that's a good game for Keyshawn Covington. Like I said, they held him to what they needed to win this game. He did do some things, but he did not dominate them over the top, and I think that's what they were worried about mostly. Josuke Cujo, really good game, turned up in the 4th quarter. It was one drive where he had like 5 receptions, bro. No exaggeration. 9 receptions, 64 yards. So Duke Davis got everybody involved. It just wasn't enough. Elijah Green, 2 receptions, 25 yards. Did have 1 drop as well. But yeah, man, just a tough night for Chicago. Just couldn't execute down the stretch. Duke wasn't sacked either, so that's a good look for their lines. AJ Mullis, 7 tackles, leading the charge for them. Tackles for loss. Lockridge led, so did PV. We got a lot of guys tied. Robert Cron, the DT freshman, 2 tackles for loss and a half a sack. AJ Mullis, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. PV, 2 tackles for loss and a half a sack at that corner spot. Keon Keeley, 2 tackles for loss, no sacks. 2 tackles for loss for Felix Crane and a half a sack. So a lot of tackles for loss for this team. So they definitely got some, you know, they got some things that they liked out of defense. Just certain things that they have to execute on down the stretch. Wasn't a bad defensive game for neither team. It was a chess match. It was a tough game. And, you know, unfortunately, only one team can win. This kicker, Goodman, was as good as anyone could be at the kicking position, man. This kid was kicking darts as long as a 57, 3 for 3. But just not enough, man. Just not enough. We're going to go over the team stats, guys. And then I will take pictures, and I'll be in a Discord. As you can see, I would just go down the team. You guys can, you know, pause this and see. Overall, really good game. I want to say Chicago State, man, they were fighting hard, just didn't execute down the stretch. That's all it is. Second half, they gave up some plays to Houston that were a bit too detrimental. And in that 4th quarter, I just feel like they ran out of gas. The 4th quarter just looked like they ran out of steam. Just didn't have enough to get over that hump. And Houston just would not be denied, man. It was a great team effort. Like I said, going down these team stats, both teams did pretty good on 3rd down. 50% for Houston, 62% for Chicago, which is really good. Even 4th down, they got it, but ultimately just couldn't let it go. One turnover could have been the costly thing. You know, in games like this, that's what happened. And yeah, man, so I'm going to take some pictures. You guys seen that. Great game. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. If you are new, if you come across this, please leave a comment and we'll get you into the experience. We have football, simulation basketball. We have a dope community that we're trying to build here in the Moolahverse. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. It is your boy Commissioner Moolah, and I am out. Peace.